What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I just left Bradley Airport, and I was telling the passenger, because he was unaware, that an 18-year-old kid was in the news for hacking Uber system. This to me is incredible, guys. How can Uber be spending billions of dollars for their technology and get hacked by an 18-year-old kid? Please, somebody hit me in the comments and explain this one to me. I just dropped a guy off at Bradley in Windsor here, and he was shocked about the information I told him about Uber as a company. He was absolutely shocked. And then what makes matters worse is it seems like all the idiotic decisions that Uber makes as a company, you would think that Lyft would try to be the better company because they're not as well known. You would think they'd try to do things differently to be the better company, but they don't. They pretty much follow every single thing that Uber does. Mind you, I still like Uber better because even their directions are better in the app. They give you a little bit more information. The directions are slightly better. I don't understand why Lyft feels like it's necessary. I forget the CEO owner of Lyft, why he feels it necessary to basically piggyback and do the exact same shit that Uber does. Somebody please explain this to me. You have the opportunity to be the better company, to offer things better. All it would take Lyft to do is put everything on its prescription-based model, and every driver would leave Uber and jump to Lyft. Every single driver, even with their shitty directions. But I am hearing new companies trying to come out with a better business model. I'm sure by now everybody knows that Trip rides or Trip deliveries or whatever they want to call the company ended up being basically a scam and never panned out. But there are some legitimate companies out there now that I'm hearing about that are trying to make their way to somewhere outside of the United States. They're trying to make their way over this way so they can give us a better experience. One of the companies, I forget the name, basically is hiring their drivers, so you actually become an employee. And even though I don't 100% agree with being an employee, from what I understand, it's a better business model. Employees are paid better, they get coverages like they're supposed to get. So I think the subscription-based model is the best way to make a better rideshare company. So essentially, Trip had the right idea. They had the right idea. I don't understand where the scam came in. I think the scam came in when they realized they just could not produce an app that would actually do what they say it's supposed to do. And I think they just went off left when they tried to do like deliveries, you know, because then they lost the faith already. Once they couldn't pull off becoming a real, you know, legitimate app for rideshare drivers, nobody was going to jump on the bandwagon and do deliveries for you guys when you've already been proven a scam. From what I understand too, the CEO of that company, it's unfortunate, but I heard he died in was it 2021, I believe. Sometime in 2021 he died, and I guess all the people that were supposedly quote-unquote executives just kind of abandoned the project. I'm kind kind of hearing rumors that his son is still trying to bring it alive, keep it alive or whatever, but nothing panned out from that. Trying to avoid these crazy people. This bottleneck in Hartford, people drive extremely reckless. That's why I'm doing this footage, because I want you guys to see that this bottleneck is really dangerous. I shouldn't even be doing a video while I'm driving out here, but I am. But yeah, it's like, it's really unbelievable that the CEO also feels like he got to pay himself, what I think last time I checked, it was like $44 million salary or something crazy. Some of that money should have been going to the drivers. And they laid off major departments. Uber laid off major departments to try to do some cutbacks so that they can save money. And I don't know, guys. I just don't understand why in this day and age can either Uber or Lyft not come up with a better business model. I'm baffled. And the only reason why I'm tolerating them is because it is good part-time income. Even though they're scamming us, even though we're not getting quite what we deserve, it's still probably the best way to bring in some additional income if you have a car and very little education. I have no college degrees or any education that's going to help me get the type of money that I would like to get. So driving people, although it may be a little risky, it's still a decent part-time living with these apps. And yeah, you'll get screwed over by one here and there, and you just gotta, like, this is why you gotta multi-app, because all these companies, in my opinion, even upcoming ones, even like Walmart, Spark and all that, they got an algorithm too. They're gonna start doing shady stuff in the future too. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I've seen all these videos where they're ranting and raving about how great Spark is, but now recently I'm starting to see the ones where they're saying, hey, you know what, Spark's no longer giving the kind of money that they used to give. So even that is not as great as it once was. Instacart, DoorDash, they're all scammers in my opinion. Every single company is a scammer, but if you're willing to be scammed a little for more money than you say you would make hourly at a regular retail job, I make more an hour even after the scam than I used to make at my retail job. Today I was only out for about 4 hours today, and so far I made over $83. So that's about $20 an hour. I wouldn't have got $20 an hour at my last retail job. Some of you may have got that kind of money, but on average, without further education, you're only gonna make about $15, $16 an hour out here. That's what seems to be going rate. I know the mandatory hourly rate now is supposedly $15 in Connecticut, but I feel like people are going back to 15. I feel like companies 2-3 years ago were already paying 15. Now they're going back to that just because they're legally required to go 15. Now instead of offering 16, 17, they just go 15. Where literally just 2 years ago I was seeing jobs offer 16 and 17. So it's kind of like a slap in the face for retail jobs. I would absolutely never go back to retail. Now that I know about the side money I could make online, I would never go back to retail. If I got to continue driving Uber and Lyft part-time and doing my online hustle to avoid a regular job, that's what I'm going to do. Because even though they're scamming us, the flexibility of Uber and Lyft is still attractive. it still makes you feel like you're in control, even though you're not really in control. The app and the algorithm's in control. You somewhat feel in control because, guys, I could just go straight home. I don't have to work anymore if I don't want. I'm in control. Where if your job, you got to go, let me go ask my boss if I can leave early because I got to go pick up my kid, or I want to see my granddaughter, or I need this week off because I got to go do this. You're in control. This is why you got to have multiple streams of income, not just multi-app. You need to have multi-streams of income because this is the future. The future is we're going to have so many different side hustles. It's going to continue where you're going to have side hustles if you don't have a further education to stay afloat. And with this quote-unquote recession, obviously, you got to think outside the box. That's where the online hustle comes in. That's where the YouTube channel comes in. Where the affiliate company my affiliate holding company comes in. And paying myself as an employee, that's going to help me qualify for loans and mortgages in the future. Because being an independent driver without an LLC or a corporation, that's another problem. A lot of you guys are still driving Uber and Lyft, and you haven't established your own company. That's not the way to go for the future. And if you need help with that, getting set up the right way, where you can qualify for these grants and loans, go in the description box below this video, and there'll be more information about how I can help you set that up. You know, get a strategy session, get me on the phone for 3 hours, and we can talk about how you can use gig economy to actually fund your actual holding company or operating company, whatever you choose. So that's how I'm going to give back to the community, is to help Uber drivers and help people that actually want to make some real money online, because there's a lot of scams out there. I've been scammed. First of all, if you're trying to become an online entrepreneur, you're gonna get scammed. It's part of the game. We're all gonna get scammed at some point. Even the scammers get scammed. Even Troy Mason got scammed. Even E. Dean Cole at some point got scammed. We all have gotten scammed, whether it be for a few dollars or a lot. We all, quote unquote, get scammed. But the key is not to cry about it, especially if it's a few dollars. Some of you are so broke, you'll cry because you got scammed for like 25 bucks. I've been scammed for thousands, guys. And I'm not giving up the grind because I started making real money. When I discovered my software business, I started making real money. Real money. Paid directly to me. I have links below for that as well. So if you're ready to get serious about your business and use gig economy to your advantage, I do have links below. Again, contact me. Let's talk about it. I want to thank you guys for your continued support. And if you are an Uber or Lyft driver, stay in the grind, but start working on something else that's going to bring in some additional income so you could just drive part-time. It's not bad part-time. I've had a great experience the past month since I started driving part-time, because I'm only driving part-time. When I was full-time, guys, I would cry, bitch, and moan every single day. And now I don't. So, something to think about. Again, thank you for your time. Subscribe, like, comment, and I'm just gonna let you guys see the scenery while I try to get off exit 39 towards New Britain. Click that bell icon. Get in my Patreon. Links below. I do apologize if you do see a glare, because it is a little sunny today. All right, guys. I want to say thank you for your time. I think you guys got enough scenery of downtown New Britain. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Please, like, comment, you know what I mean? Click the bell icon. And I'm going to catch you guys next time. Thank you.